Hello world, welcome back to another episode. In today's episode, we will be looking at what common grace and special grace looks like, and I will be introducing to you the concept of global variables and local variables in programming. Before we dive right in, if you're new to my channel, let me first introduce to you my working environment. This is the Visual Studio 2022 Integrated Development Environment, and I will be using C# for programming. If you're interested in my content, don't forget to hit the subscribe button and turn on notifications to be informed of new content. To start, I have two Bible verses that I would like to share with you today. They will serve as the anchor for today's gospel sharing. Psalms chapter 145 verse 9 reads, "The Lord is good to all. He has compassion on all he has made." Next, Ephesians chapter 1 verses 5 to 6 reads, "He predestined us for adoption to sonship through Jesus Christ, in accordance with his pleasure and will, to the praise of his glorious grace, which he has freely given us in the one he loves." My takeaway from meditating on these verses is this: grace, as we can understand, is unmerited favor from its giver, and we can understand grace in two forms: common and special. Common grace is grace poured out for all of God's creation, believers and non believers alike. An example would be receiving rain for crops to prosper. Rain is indiscriminate across humanity. Now, special grace, on the other hand, as the name suggests, is specially given to God's chosen people. It is easy to be mistaken, but this special grace is not about having an advantage living on this earth, such as having more intellect, or more resources, or more luck in life. It is something far more precious that those who have not been gifted with this special grace cannot see its value. It is the gift of salvation. It is the forgiveness of sin and reconciliation of his chosen people to God himself. So with these Bible verses, I would like to introduce to you the concept of global variables and local variables in programming for today's episode. From today's programming demonstration, I hope to portray to you what common grace and special grace looks like in distinction. In this programming space, I have a class with two representative members, farmer A and farmer B. I have a variable declared outside both members as a global variable, which I will call common grace. Now, within each member, I have declared to each their own local variables. It is known as local, meaning it only applies within each member, and the other member does not have access to it. Let's say Farmer A's local variable is called special grace, while Farmer B's local variable is called default. Now, to show you how these variables work, I will print the variables to the console screen. As you can see, since common grace is a global variable, both Farmer A and Farmer B can access it. However, if I were to try to access Farmer A's local variable from Farmer B, you see that the code is complaining about it. I can only use the local variable declared within the member in the code line. As you can see from what is printed to the console screen, the global variable can be applied to both members, but only the local variable of each member can be applied within its own function. To summarize what we have covered today, we can set global and local variables in a programming space, based on needs and requirements as how we choose. Drawing parallel to this, God as our creator gives us gifts so as he chooses. He gives us sun for light and warmth. He gives us rain for water and coolness. He also gives us his son Jesus to his death, a propitiation for our sins that we may be redeemed. To this a special grace for only those who believes in this. With that, we have come to the end of this episode. I hope you have learned something from this video, be it programming or the Bible. If you do like my content, like, share and subscribe to my channel for more. Hope to see you again next time. To God be the glory, I am but just his vessel.